had a feeling you were the type who just couldn't be scared by a simple poo. I still had to risk it, because otherwise, how could I get my quart of entertainment in this ship? You have to understand, my dear gentleman, that ladies like myself are always a little bit bored, a little bit bored with life, bored with normal events, bored with normal ships, and most of all, bored with common people. But I also had a feeling that you weren't a normal type of person. Am I wrong? I could be wrong, but I suspect I'm not. Won't you answer me? Why is that? Are you maybe too proud of yourself? Or maybe you consider me to be boring, which in that case I would take as very offensive. And trust me, you don't really want to offend me, my darling, because no matter how handsome you are, I am still in charge. Of course, looking at me with disbelief. A lady in charge in this time and era? Of course. It's hard to believe, isn't it? Maybe, just maybe, I could have to enlighten you so you can actually see the light of my power. No, of course not. Wow, your imagination really surprised me. I wasn't expecting that. When I thought you were out of the ordinary, I actually thought you were just a tiny bit weird, tiny bit crazy, but not to this extent, not to this level of imagination. You really thought I was a spirit? Huh? Tell me more. What type of spirit did you think I was? Still too shy to talk to me? Am I going to just be losing my time here? Wasting my time? I was hoping you weren't a waste of time. I was hoping I could get my quota of entertainment with you. But apparently, you have other plans. You're so cute like this, having you so very close, and you don't even know me. I feel tempted to kiss your cheek, but maybe that could be a little bit too much. So I'll just save that for later. Come on, tell me, what type of spirit did you think I was? A mermaid? I will take the compliment, you know. I do hope that the mermaids you have in mind are the pretty ones. The ones that make sailors go crazy, lose their minds out in the shadows of the sea. But maybe you have other creatures in mind. I don't think I would want to know if you had other type of mermaid in mind. I'm still very curious though. Which type of mermaid? So, you are trying to get on my good side. Interesting. Especially because you don't even know me. But I can appreciate a gentleman when I see it. I must say though that I have a feeling that you aren't well versed when it comes to literature, especially when it comes to mythology. Darling, don't you know that mermaids are not spirits? From what I know and from what I understand, spirits are just living beings that happen to leave this world, and their presence, physical presence, is not here anymore, but their spiritual presence is. Sometimes they can take a human shape though. Maybe that's why you got confused. But mermaids are another story. And even though I feel thankful for your compliment, I don't think mermaids truly exist. Of course not. Spirits do exist. It just happens to be that you and me don't see them. We cannot see them with these eyes, with these beautiful eyes. We cannot see them the way we are supposed to see other living creatures. Wise question. Very smart, I must say. Okay, I'll give you credit for that. We can see mermaids, but I think that doesn't excuse the belief. Maybe, though, they are too underwater. Could you dare swimming with me? And maybe going underwater to see if we can find one? Couldn't that be awesome? Couldn't that be too entertaining of a plan? Yes, of course. Just you and me blowing bubbles underwater and swimming down, swimming down, swimming down, down, down. Too scared for that. What a coward, what a coward. No, I'm not brave, I'm just adventurous. You have to live a little. I mean, if you are too afraid of losing life because of living life, then you're afraid of living. In general, it's like a fear-based perception of life. Yes. Life is too long. You need to think about consequences. But they say that life is also too short. So, you need to have fun. Of course. I will notch a little bit down my excitement. But you cannot blame me. I've been in this ship for 3 hours and a half, maybe. Did you count the time that we spent here? 3 hours, 45 minutes? That's way worse. Way worse than I was expecting. Okay, well, then, even more so, you cannot blame me. 'Cause I've been standing here with nothing to do, nothing to take in my own hands. And I just wanted to take a gentleman with me. Or somebody else, really. I mean, it could be just anyone who would like to spend some time with me, but you don't seem to be the adventurous type. So I may just go and find somebody else. You don't think me capable? I'm very capable, sweetheart. Very capable. But I like you. I find you interesting, and I don't really know why, but I like you. So, I'll tell you what. I will share some of my power with you if we jump over the edge of the ship and we swim down. Swim down. Swim down. What do you say? You don't believe I have power? Darling, I'm in the first class of this ship. First class? What more power do you need? Like, what are you expecting? You have the chance to swim underwater with the captain's daughter. Yes, I'm the captain's daughter. How else did you think that I was able to come to your room? How else do you think that I could be free to walk the ship corridors this late at night? The guard is there just cleaning the floors right now. Or maybe he's just asleep. I don't really care about him, and you shouldn't either. Why would you care about a man who doesn't even know how to use the gun he's holding? I mean, that's if it's loaded. Most likely it's not. It's just for keeping appearances. Yeah. So, captain's daughter, random stranger. What can go wrong? I mean, if we happen to have a little accident, if that's what you are worried about, you shouldn't even worry, because do you honestly think that the captain is going to let his daughter suffer a horrible fate? Come on, I'll give you a life jacket if that's what you need. A life jacket. Yes, of course, but I have to say I would have to take it off when we are already in the water. But I could give you time to one of the best life jackets. We can use it, so you go and dive in with me, and then we give it up. Coldness. That's what you're worried about. The water being cold. Then let's swim with our clothes on. Let's swim with our clothes on. I mean, I see it as a round business. Yes. It's going to be a little bit heavy, but I assume you're a good swimmer. Your broad shoulders, that strong torso. Come on, you're a good swimmer, aren't you? Well, dear, you only need to know how to move your legs like this. It's not that bad, and it's not that hard. But I promise, if you are too scared, if you get too terrified, just do me a little gesture with your hand, and I will pick you up and drag you up with me. Come on, it's exciting. Well, my father doesn't really have to know. No, of course not. He doesn't really have to know about the decisions and ideas of his own daughter. And I assume you are not going to tell him. You are not even going to tell the guard. Am I wrong? Am I right? I mean, it could be very upsetting. And I could just raise my voice and say, or whenever you decide to betray me, and you could be in trouble. They will throw you over the edge, and you won't have a life jacket. That's for sure. So, what do you say? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. You don't seem very convinced. Actually, you seem to be a little bit scared. I know it's a force, yes, but I promise you, we will have fun. We will have so much fun that you won't desire to just come back to this boring room of yours. Trust me, you will want to do it again and again. Plus, if everything goes well, you might get a new friend. What else do you want? Absolutely, the captain's daughter and friend. Free travels, free journeys, in ships for life. So, ready to go? I promise you, you won't regret it. It will just take 2 minutes. We grab our life jackets and we jump. We escape the guard. He's not very aware of his surroundings after all. And he doesn't really keep an eye on things. I don't know why my father hired him, but maybe it wasn't my father, maybe it was the company. But that's another story. For now, Close your